Lonavala after sunset is a beautiful sight. Mist rolls down the hills. The street lights cast a soft glow, and the winding roads feel almost dreamlike. But there's one particular stretch of road where drivers don't slow down to admire the view. They speed up, windows get rolled up, conversations stop, because that road passes Ayesha Villa. The bungalow stands hidden behind rusted iron gates, wrapped in wild creepers and a heavy silence. Even today, if you ask the locals about it after dark, they won't point, they'll just whisper, "Don't stop there." Years ago, Ayesha Villa was home to a wealthy family from Mumbai who used it as a holiday escape. The father was known for his luxury cars, the mother loved hosting parties, and their young daughter Ayesha was often seen playing near the gates, waving at people passing by. Then one night, everything ended. The locals say screams echoed through the hills. By morning, the police arrived to a horrific scene. The entire family had been brutally murdered inside the villa. There was no sign of forced entry, no robbery, and no clear motive. Ayesha, who was just a teenager, was found in her room, her eyes wide open, as if she had seen something terrifying just moments before she died. The case was never really solved. The villa was sealed in a hurry, with everything left exactly as it was. Furniture remained in place, curtains were still drawn, and plates were left on the dining table. And outside, parked perfectly in the driveway, stood the family's old Rolls-Royce, silent, untouched, and locked in time. That should have been the end of the story. But Lonavala nights are never that simple. A few years later, watchmen working at nearby properties began to notice strange things. Lights would flicker on and off inside the abandoned villa. Some nights they'd hear the sound of footsteps coming from the upper floor, slow, deliberate steps, as if someone was pacing back and forth in a room. Taxi drivers started sharing an even darker story. They claimed that when they passed Ayesha Villa late at night, they would see someone sitting in the back of the parked Rolls-Royce. It was a small figure, a child-sized silhouette. One driver said he slowed down to get a better look. The car was locked, and the windows were covered in a thick layer of dust. No one was inside. But he swore he saw the rear seatbelt swinging gently, as if someone had just unbuckled it. Another man's story is even more chilling. He said his engine stalled right outside the main gate one night. As he tried to restart it, he glanced in his rearview mirror and saw a young girl standing near his car. She was wearing a white dress, and her long hair covered her face. He blinked, and she was gone. A few seconds later, his engine roared back to life on its own. Perhaps the most disturbing account comes from a group of college friends who stopped near the villa as a dare. At first, they were laughing, taking photos, and mocking the ghost stories. Then they heard a knock, not on the gate, on their car window, a soft, clear knock. 3 times. When they turned, they saw a reflection in the glass, the face of a girl sitting right behind them in their own car. Her face was pale, her eyes dark and empty. They screamed and sped away without looking back. Later, when they checked their phones, every photo they had taken near the villa showed a strange, blurry figure standing at the gate. The locals believe Ayesha is still there, waiting. Some say she doesn't know she's dead. Others think she's trapped, forever reliving the horrifying night her family was taken from her. The villa remains untouched because no one, not even the authorities, dares to go inside and clean it. And the Rolls-Royce, they say it hasn't moved in decades. But on some nights, the dust on its tires looks freshly disturbed. So, if you ever find yourself driving through Lonavala after midnight, and you suddenly get an overwhelming urge to accelerate for no reason, don't ignore it. You might not be alone on that road. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more mysteries.